It was great to get the fans out here. You know, we started an hour early just because from a health perspective and the training room and all that, we felt like we needed to get, because the turf got up to like 135 degrees the other day on that Wednesday, so we didn't want to do that. But great, beautiful day, good weather. I thought our defense tackled so much better than scrimmage one. I think y'all saw that too. So much more coming to balance, the approach to tackling, doing the techniques we teach. You know, one time we hit Cole Cavallo on a little option route to the boundary, and Dylan Lawrence came to balance and just got him down. And that's what we want, right? You're going to have your chances to pull the trigger and lay the wood on somebody, but sometimes you just got to get them to the ground. And so credit to our kids for taking to how we teach, we're coaching, and continuing to improve and getting better. You know, offensively, I thought early we made some plays and moved it. We had 2 opportunities for 2 explosive plays on some deep balls. We hit them right in the hands, and we didn't make those catches. Those are catches we'd like to make, that we normally do make. And then from that point on, I thought the defense really swung the momentum and got a lot of momentum and did some good things. You know, there was 2 plays in that scrimmage that I thought was a microcosm of how far we've grown. Number 1, Eric Thomas, who's a newcomer. He's been here with us 2 semesters now. He makes a sack. He face masks the quarterback. That's devastating when you're a young kid. Like, put yourself in that position. You're a young kid, you're fighting to get more minutes. You make a play and then you get a penalty, a tough penalty, reaching to get the quarterback and you grab the face mask. And he just kept playing. And 2 plays later, he causes a forced fumble. And like, that's what we're trying to teach in our program in life and football, is that nobody ever wakes up and has that perfect day. You know what I mean? Like, days just don't just work out for you. And you gotta, no matter what happens, you gotta play the next play in life and in football, and he did. I thought that was a great microcosm. And then the 2-minute drill at the end. You know, the going's gotten tough. There's like 29 seconds left. You know, you're right outside the score zone. Jaleel comes around the corner, and maybe he gets a sack. We don't know because the quarterback wasn't live. He probably did, but maybe he didn't. You just never know in them situations. But the money was on the table, and one of our great players was about to make a play. Well, let's say he didn't get the sack. We step up at quarterback, which we can do now, throw a ball over the middle, and Cole Cavallo, one of our great players, makes a diving catch to the 1-yard line. So we had 2 great players in a huge moment make a great play. And that's what it's going to take this year on the schedule we're playing. When the moment gets big, we've got to rise to the moment. And I think we've got so many kids now that understand that and know how to do that. So those are 2 things I was probably most proud of. You know, as the day went on, we weren't going to play Frank Gore much. Y'all saw that. And then Chandler Pittman and Kenyon Clay kind of banged their ankle. We took them out, and we didn't want to overplay Cole. So we were a little limited with our personnel groupings offensively. We had to be I was going to be very vanilla today anyway, due to all the people being here and cameras and phones. I didn't want to show everything we were doing. And but you know, the kicking battle is going to be interesting to see how that played out, you know, over the last few days, and talk about that, because that's some intense competition right there. And it's got some great special teams work today. So with that, I'll open it up.
Defense forces 3 turnovers.
Yeah.
I know you don't want your offense to turn the ball over, but it seemed like it was kind of refreshing to see.
Well, you want ebb and flow, though. You know, like, you never want it to be totally one-sided. And, you know, last week we really didn't. We forced 2 turnovers on 2 of our young guys. With our older guys in there, we didn't, and today they did. So there's good ebb and flow. That'll be good tape to teach off of offensively. It was great to see Sabatini get that pick for him. You know, like, man, he's a young guy that's transferred into our program. He's a Southern Miss guy all the way, Biloxi, Mississippi. You know, his grandfather's a longtime coach in this state who I've got great respect for. And it's good to see he's coming around. He's going to be an integral part in the kicking game and the youth in our secondary. And Jay Stanley with an unbelievable play, doing what Jay Stanley does, right? And, you know, there was more than that. We caused a fumble and scooped and scored, Quez McNeil. So those things were good to see defensively. Obviously, we've got to protect the football better.
Felt like a physical.
Didn't it, though?
They were hitting out there.
Yeah, I thought so, too. I thought, you know, and that's been typical of us. You guys that come every day know that. We got really good players now. We took a huge step forward from year 1 to year 2 with the physicality. You guys that come every day, you know, Glenn, Andrew, Dima, y'all know, like, the physicality from year 1 to year 2 was so much more. And then we've taken another level from this year to from last year to this year. And I'm just proud of how we tackled the ball today. Like, it ain't always about knocking somebody out. It's about getting them to the ground. And I think we got some kids that are big hitters that have understood, you know, sometimes you just got to get them to the ground. I thought we did so much better with that today.
Takeaways on your quarterbacks today?
Yeah, you know, early on we put some balls right in the bucket and didn't make the play. You know, I was a little disappointed in Ethan today. I didn't think he was quite as ready to play. He was kind of in the fog early. The top two, you know, I thought decision making was good. You know, I think, you know, it wasn't our most clean day offensively. There's some things we could do better, but we made some plays too. You know, like I said, we hit Caston for what should have been a big one. We hit Javion for what should have been a big one, and hit Cole. Holman hit Cole right there. You know, and Billy made a great throw to Zay Franks down here to get us in the red zone on the third down. So I thought they moved around in the pocket. I thought their eyes were right. It wasn't as clean today offensively, and that's probably a credit more to the way our defense played than anything else.
Speaking of ebbs and flows, do you think any particular side won today, or was today just a good day to be a head coach?
I thought, you know, in the last scrimmage, I thought the offensively we probably had the better day. I think today defensively definitely did, especially when you factor in, you know, the turnovers last time and the turnovers this time. You know what I mean? Yeah, I would think without watching the tape, you know, there's going to be things we want to take away from both sides to get better. But I was pleased with how we tackled, and I was pleased that we got the ball out and created some takeaways today.
Hey, two more guys.
Coach, second to last practice before the start of the game. At this point, is there anything one or the other could do to separate themselves a little bit more?
You know, I don't know. I mean, we're gonna go in there and watch the tape, and we'll evaluate all the data, which we do every day, and we'll make the best decision for Southern Miss, you know, moving forward. You know, just like we all, you know, I mean, there's a lot of people in this situation. There's a lot of people that are panicked about this, but y'all know Ohio State's in the middle of the same thing. I think their coach just said the other day, he's decided now he ain't gonna name one right now. He's gonna let it linger on, you know. So, you know, I mean, good programs have good players competing to start at all positions. So this is not a negative thing. This is a positive thing. If you'll remember, before Joe Burrow became the starter at LSU, he was in a quarterback competition with two other guys, and then he won it. Every great quarterback won a quarterback competition before they became a great quarterback.
Coach, Tavius Willis in the running back position.
Yeah.
I think he had an unbelievable day today. Just talk about him and what he brings, kind of offsetting, giving Frank Gore Jr. some relief when he does come out.
Yeah, you know, he's a guy that sometimes our people forget about. Number one, he's played like 384 snaps in special teams over the last 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's an unbelievable amount. He started in 4 units. And then offensively, he's a guy that can do a lot of different things, explosive with the ball in his hand. And so, you know, today he shined in the last one. Then today, when you pull Frank out, Chandler Pittman goes down with a little ankle. Kenyon Clay goes down with a little ankle. It gave him more opportunity to show what he can do. And that's the depth of our running back room. Greg Myers doing a great job with him, and Carter Hankins. And happy for Rambo. You know, Rambo's a young guy that became a father at a young age. And guys, he is an elite dad. Like, I mean, he is an awesome father. He brings AJ, his son, up here around the offices, and I'm just proud of what he's become as a human being, and he's going to be dynamic for us this year in the kicking game and do some things on offense.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank y'all so much.